Good morning, friends. I just wanted to see the whole background. You'll see that there's a sloth in the background. Sloth, snake, monkey. There's a monkey there. Lizard, snake. Down there is a lizard. And you can't see him very well, but there is a froggy in the background and a parrot. Oh, the parrot's right there. Anyway, there's my environment. Oh, and I wanted to show you this. When you guys would be here, I would show you my blue morpho butterfly wings. Aren't they beautiful? And it would be fun because I would let you try them on. I would let you try on my blue morpho wings, and I'd let you fly like a butterfly around the classroom. But alas, I am here, you are there, and I have the wings. So, bummer. Blue morpho butterfly, one of the most beautiful and magnificent rainforest animals. Remember the thing about the camouflage? When a predator would come along, when they're flying in the rainforest, the sun is very iridescent, or makes them very iridescent and sparkly, and they are beautiful, beautiful butterflies. But when they close up, they kind of look pretty normal. But the good thing about that is, remember, if a bird comes along, a bird flies along and a bird wants to eat him for lunch because he sees that he's a beautiful flying butterfly, the blue morpho butterfly closes its wings, and the bird sees all those dots and says, "It's a monster! I don't want to eat a monster! The monster might eat me!" Right? So that's good camouflage. That's good to keep predators away. So the blue morpho butterfly, beautiful and smart. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about a video that I'm going to have your parents, I'm going to post a video for them. It's called, it's a National Geographic video. It's called Really Wild Animals, Totally Tropical Rainforest. And the host is this guy. His name is Spin, and he's the world, and he hosts the series. And he tells you a lot of great things about the rainforest, and we would have watched it in the classroom, so you get to watch it at home with maybe some snacks, popcorn, whatever your whole family can watch. There's some kind of scary parts, but it's just nature. It's just nature happening, like a tarantula eating a grasshopper and then something else eating the tarantula. It's the circle of life. So hopefully it won't be too scary, but I love it. I still don't mind watching it. So anyway, Spin is going to first talk to you about the floor. The floor is the first layer of the plant of the forest. So the floor is down here. The floor or ground layer is where fungi, ferns, herbs, and small seedlings are found there. And then as we get up to the mid layer, the trees get to be 15 to 65 feet. And then the canopy are the tallest trees that can reach 130 feet, like the kapok tree. So there is a squirrel at my door. There's a squirrel, emergency door. Get away from me, squirrel. So the floor is dark and shady because, of course, the canopy's up there knocking all the sun out, so the sun doesn't reach to the bottom. But that's good for the people who live, or the creatures that live down there. Most of them are bugs and reptiles and snakes and the jaguar. You know, there are some that live on the ground floor that are like ocelots and jaguars and things like that. Okay, jaguar coming. So anyway, when you're watching the movie, I want you to look and see all the different kinds of bugs. I want you to see the jaguar. They will talk about how the jaguar is nocturnal and how he slips through the forest because those spots provide him camouflage, so he can sneak. And it's not camouflage against predators, it's camouflage because he's the predator and he's looking for prey. He's looking for his supper. So they'll talk about that. They'll talk about the streams and the rivers. Then they'll talk about the piranha fish, which we talked about the other day. I think I showed you the picture yesterday of the piranha, and I asked you to make a piranha face. Remember how the bottom jaw jarts out like this? And they actually are vegetarians, but when they do attack other animals for food, they do it kind of in a group. They do like to go around together. They'll also talk to you about the food chain, like I just told you. They'll talk to you about how a spider eats an insect and then something else eats the spider. It's just the food chain. That's how it works. I want you to look for a burping snake. He doesn't really burp, but Spin does lots of funny things in the whole thing on the show, and he burps. Oh no, I lost the back of that. I want you to look for the basilisk. The basilisk is a lizard that can run on water. And Spin will tell you it's mostly because he has big feet and he can run really fast. So look for the running basilisk, and he'll talk to you about camouflage and how it helps you to hide from predators, and it helps predators hide from their prey so they can get them. The next place you're going to go is the mid layers. That's where the trees get taller. There's a little bit of sun that's showing through the canopy, but still not as much as at the very top. And he'll talk to you about another nocturnal animal, which is a bat, several different bats. One is the vampire bat, and he'll show you actually what a vampire bat does, but he will tell you how a bat can find its prey using echolocation. Echolocation. And echolocation is screaming out of your mouth or your nose and figuring out what's around you by the way that the sounds bounce back. So if I see a lizard and I'm a bat, I'm going to scream and send sound out of my mouth that's going to bounce off him, and it's going to tell me, because my ears are real good, where he is, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to try to eat him. There's another animal in the ground floor called a river dolphin. I think they have a picture of a river dolphin in here. A river dolphin also uses echolocation to find its prey. And of course that's going to be fish. I think it's under dolphin. Yeah, so that's the river dolphin. It's a little bit different shape from the regular dolphins, but these dolphins are found in the river. It pokes its head in the muddy river bottom to find crabs, fish, and turtles to eat. And it uses echolocation to find its prey. They're also going to talk about the plants. A lot of plants, when it rains, they need to get the water off of their leaves, because if they don't, they can get moldy and gross. So they have something called a drip tip. And they'll have a leaf like this, and they'll have a little part of it dripping. I don't know if you can see that. A little part of it coming off, and the water will run off and drip, drip, drip. You'll see that. They also have waxy, shiny leaves, which helps the rain to drain off it too. And they'll also talk to you about how plants provide homes, plants and trees and all the vegetation provides homes for many, many frogs and insects. They'll show you a poison dart frog, I think, or poison arrow frog with little tadpole babies on its back. And the mama will take the tadpoles into a plant called a bromelade, I think, and it's got a little bit of water left in it from the rain. So she leaves her babies in there to swim around while she goes and gets food and eats, and then comes back to the babies. So there are lots of plants. Ants live in things too. Ants live in a plant, I can't remember what it's called, but he'll show you that, and he'll show you how they take care of the plant that they live in by cutting off vines so they can get some sunshine on the plant so the plant can continue to live. And what you may not see may be full, the vegetation, there's so many homes. Trees provide homes for the snakes and birds. Everything has a purpose in the rainforest, and we really need to protect it. Then he's going to take you up to the canopy at the very top, which is super sunny and very windy, and of course mostly you're going to have maybe monkeys up there and birds, and he will talk to you about the harpy eagle. And the harpy eagle is like our eagle, but he is only in the rainforest, see? And he's kind of got these fun little feathers coming off the back of his head. But he's big. He's as big as our American eagle, and he swoops down the treetops hunting animals including monkeys, opossums, sloths, and snakes. Speaking of sloths, he will show you the sloth, and he will talk to you again about how I told you a sloth gets green fur. The fur kind of acts like dirt because they walk so slowly, and you'll get to see how slow the sloths walk. And you'll also get to see that they're really good swimmers. But seeds drop onto the fur, then it rains, and then the sun. So those are the 4 things you need for planting, right? Seeds, soil, which the fur acts as, sun, and moisture. And then eventually the sloth will get kind of a green tinge to its fur, and that's algae that grows in there. So you're not going to see like a plant growing out of a sloth. It's just going to be tinged green with algae. All right. Oh, I wish you guys could squeeze this over. She's so soft. They're also going to talk about the howler monkey. The howler monkey is the loudest monkey. You can hear him from miles and miles away, and a lot of them get together at once. They howl because they are protecting their territory. They're really kind of annoying. And he'll talk to you about a Watson. A Watson is a bird, and there's a funny little excerpt of the baby bird going away from the mama, and a snake is sneaking up on him. And the mama bird swoops down and gets the baby bird and says, "Back off, Buster," to the snake. That's one of our favorite parts. Then they'll show you the river dolphin that I told you about earlier. Also a different shape from an ocean dolphin, and also uses echolocation. They'll show you something called a water monkey. Now, a water monkey is not a monkey. A water monkey is a fish. And they call it a water monkey because it can jump out of the water. If it sees a bug above it, it can jump out and get the fish. It's amazing. And the dad water monkey holds babies in its mouth. So lots of fish usually lay lots of eggs, which means lots of baby fish. And he opens his mouth if a predator's coming, and the babies all go in his mouth. And he doesn't swallow them. Don't worry, he won't eat them. But he keeps them there safe. He keeps them safe there. Oh, a Wakari monkey. I can't read my writing. He'll also show you the Wakari monkey. The Wakari monkey is a funny looking monkey. He has a bright red face, and apparently the brighter the face, the more powerful you are. And he's got a really short tail. Most monkeys don't have short tails, but he does. But he's an amazing jumper. They'll show you a Wakari jumping from one to the other. And then they'll talk a little bit about how kids are helping, and certain places are helping to save the rainforest. And that's what we need to do. Let's save the rainforest, okay guys? Let's save the rainforest, boys and girls. Let's make sure that we take care of our planet, and let's make sure that we have a rainforest that you guys can go to too. And you can see the real thing, the real jaguars, the real parrots, the real macaws. So much beauty in the rainforest, so much color, so many things we get there, nuts and chocolate and coffee and medicines and oxygen. If we didn't have oxygen, we couldn't live. Oxygen is very important. And remember, I told you that the plants use photosynthesis to provide us with oxygen. So please watch the movie tomorrow or whenever you have time. It's a really great show, and it's got some really funny parts in it, and I hope you enjoy it. And tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more about the rainforest. I'm hoping to show you my little iguana. And again, please send me pictures or tell me what your favorite animal is. I'd really love to hear from you. I miss you guys so much. So have a great day and say hi to your family. Bye-bye.